You know, as I've been getting older and, living my life, and my eye has been opening ever since last year. Last year I had like a spiritual awakening, I would say. And when I say spiritual awakening, it means I see things for what it is, which means that I see things on a deeper level, and I understand it's either here to help us or it's here to take you away. There's no in between. It's either here to distract you or take you away. There's no in between. As I've been studying the Bible, I start seeing things on a deeper scale. I've been studying for a minute now, but last year I had like a deeper understanding, a deeper awakening, and it happened immediately, literally a week, 2 weeks after I graduated high school. I graduated last year, June. One of the brothers, one of the friends from the hall had invited me on a study and was like, hey, can we start studying with you and stuff? And I felt like that helped build it up. But as I departed from the school construct and departed from the people construct and the whole umbrella of the system, I started to see things. So I started having a deep appreciation for the Bible and for the Word. I'm looking at my window. I have this up, so this is what y'all see, and I have this right here too. Life is meant for us to endure. We live in an imperfect world, an imperfect system. Life isn't meant to be perfect. At the end of the day, life is meant for us to endure, not to be perfect. There's going to be problems. There's going to be problems with health, the people you love, the people you know. There's going to be problems with the physical. There's going to be problems spiritually, mentally. There's going to be problems with fun, happiness. There's going to be problems with money. There's going to be problems with materialism. We're never going to escape problems. I see that now. And I felt like I went through this part of my life for the past couple of years to know this. Ever since I've become a teenager, problems have been stacking. I don't know if it's responsibilities. I don't know if it's age. I don't know if it's just because that's how life is. I do know. I know what it is. That's it. That's it. But some happened for the past 5-6 years. I feel like ever since my grandmother passed, my life just completely switched. Great grandmother, back in October 2019, months before COVID had hit, shit just started tripling down, doubling down. It had multiple eye openings. I changed as a person. I changed every year. But life is meant for us to endure. Life isn't meant for us to be perfect. Even people who may seem like they're having an enjoyable life on the outside, they're not having an enjoyable life on the inside. Look at Beyonce. I have to use her as an example. Me and my mother were just talking about this. She made a great example. So I'm gonna take her example. My fault. If you're watching this, that's tough. Beyonce's on tour. Beyonce's a multi-millionaire, close to a billionaire. Her husband's a billionaire. You know how much people don't like her and him? That takes a toll on you. When people don't like you, that takes a toll on you. That's why I try to keep peace between everyone I know, or I just ignore your ass. I didn't mean to cuss. I'm sorry. Sometimes it slips off because I'm imperfect. But I try to keep the peace. Besides that, Beyonce has twins, Rumi and Sir, and Beyonce doesn't show off her twins. The only child that Beyonce showed off all these years was Blue, and even at one point she was hiding her away from social media. She has been showing Rumi and Sir because they're like 7. They're 7, turning 8 because she had them in 2017. I know my wife. And I don't want this to come off disrespectful. If anyone from the Beehive is watching, Beyonce's my wife. There's no disrespect to her. And if anyone from her family somehow watches this, no disrespect. But people have been saying that they think that her kids have autism. That's a lot to deal with, respectfully. Think about it. That's a lot. Having children that has a problem, that's a lot on you. And I would hate for that to happen for any of my kids in the future when I have some. This system is dark. This system is ran by darkness. It's an evil to it. We all have sin. The world operates on a dark level. It makes me hyperventilate sometimes to wonder how dark this world is. I hate it. I'm scared of it. I'm terrified of it. I think another piece of that is why I always want to be alone. Like, even when I'm trying to have fun, even on a natural good day, even nature could cause problems. Like, this isn't perfection. This isn't something you want to work in, live in. Bro, this shit has been going on for the past couple of months. Personally, years. I don't like that. It takes a toll on my soul and my heart. I'm uncomfortable. This isn't perfection. This is darkness. It's like we're in hell already. We are in hell already. This is as bad as it can get. All the things that go around in this world, this isn't perfection. I don't know, man. They say that we're not in a great tribulation already, but my goodness, it feels like it. And I don't know if... I don't know. No, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. They say during the Great Tribulation, every year is going to double down from the year before it. So during the Great Tribulation, 7-year period, every year is going to double down on it before, the year before. So it's going to get worse. Life is meant for us to endure, not to live in hollygag. I don't know how people could be so spoiled. I don't get it. And some people be living in shit that's better than me. And they're horrified. They're terrified. This is a disgusting system. You know how much people live in horrid? There are people who live in a terrible... There are kids that I know who didn't get to walk across that stage with me last year. Their parents are in disbelief. And you telling me that this is perfection? No. We're all meant to endure. There's going to be problems regardless. What we need to do is we need to stay strong within ourselves and strong to Jehovah. Because he's the only person that's going to help you get us through. You know how much times I had to pour out my heart? And I feel guilty because I feel like me and Jehovah have a weird relationship because I don't talk to him. I could do more backstory on it in the future, but I feel like I'm a hypocrite. Because I swear, I feel like I always pray to God when I need something. I start pouring out my heart. Tears coming down my eyes. I'm feeling like a hypocrite, bro. There are times I haven't been to the Kingdom Hall in a minute. I hurt my toe the other day, so I couldn't even put on a shoe. I couldn't go out in public for a minute because my toe. Had to stay in the house, go on Zoom. You know what I'm saying? I've been slacking on my studies. Whenever you want to learn and become a Jehovah's Witness, you have to start studying. It's hard out here, man. Satan doesn't want nothing more than to distract you from God and to distract you from your peace. He either wants us to struggle with making a living or find something that's going to entirely distract me from Jehovah 100% of the times. I'm going to be very real on this social media right now. You know how much times I've procrastinated to even mention Jehovah's name on social media? I have procrastinated. You know how much videos that I said I wanted to make? Since December. Since I just got this phone to record with. I said, I'm going to start talking about this. We're going to get videos up by January, February. We're in May right now, and I'm still procrastinating. I got to just upload it this summer. Summer vacation, I have to. Everyone's going to be offline. Everyone's going to be out of school. They're going to be online. I could probably get, so that's probably the best time to do it. But I told myself January, I uploaded like 10 videos. The bad thing about trying to do this YouTube shit is I procrastinate. I hyperventilate. I don't know if I should do it. I doubt myself. I deleted mad videos. I'm like, I don't want this up. I don't think people should see this. January. February. All right, February, I'm going to do it. Didn't do it. Okay, March, I talked about everything else but him. Okay. April, same thing. And now May, I'm procrastinating again. I got to get in the mood of it, but I can't get in the mood of it when I have the distractions. You get my point? There are bad distractions that stop me from doing this. Then there are good distractions to make me focus on that. I go on social media. I say I'm going to talk about it. I see something that distracts me. Another thing I want to mention, and I'm going to get real personal because I'm going to use me as an example. Everything that I'm going to talk about is from me, what I've seen with my own two eyes. As a young teenager, last year I was 18, young man trying to make a living. You know how many jobs I applied for last year? While there's a recession going on. I feel like the recession started last year, but it's starting this year, I guess. Same bullshit that happened last year is happening right now. Last year, while I was applying, you know how many jobs I applied for last year? Now, I told you, I had a spiritual awakening last year, so Jehovah is now one of the most important things in life. I was trying to find something to do on the side. And when you go to the Kingdom Hall, go into the Kingdom Hall to learn, study about Jehovah, talk about Jehovah, meet with the brothers and the sisters of the congregation, okay? We have 2 days off in a week. We either have Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. And then we have Sunday, you know? It's best to be there to learn about Jehovah, unless he's not important to you. So you should be there, right? Tuesdays was at the hall on in Hartford, or on Tower Avenue. My fault, Tower Avenue. When we went there, we went on Tuesday. Wednesday is for the one nearby where I live, and then Thursday is for my friend that live in Florida. My friend that live in Florida, he goes on Thursdays, and then Sunday meeting. And I think sometimes they have stuff on Saturday. But listen to my point. I applied for plenty of jobs, plenty of stuff. And they ask me what my hours are. Okay, what's my hours? I tell them. I could work every day, but Wednesday and Sunday. Better yet, listen, I can work all week. Just let me get off by 4 p.m. on Wednesday so I can eat, change, and go to the meeting. And let me just go to work any hour after 12 p.m. Well, 1 p.m. because the meetings flip yearly. On Sunday, the meetings flip yearly. So one year it's 9 a.m., the other year it's at 12. So for 1 year, let me just go to the meetings after 2. Let me just go after 2 p.m. You know how many jobs asked what my hours were and then said, I'm sorry, we can't hire you because we need you all week. We need you when we want you, when we need you. Basically like per diem, so don't ask me what my hours are. So Satan's like this, he's smiling, he's chuckling, he like, smiling with a deep ass smile. And he's like, look, if you want a good career, you have to ignore Jehovah. Or you're just not gonna get anywhere with life, you can serve him. That's how he feels. Satan's the god of this world right now. That's why there's so much badness going on. And as I start talking, it's getting dark. I'm recording this late. My point is, with him as the god of this world, with Satan as the god of this world, nothing's meant to be perfect. Even for our celebrities. Celebrities have to sell their soul to get money. That's not perfection. That's disgusting. What we need to do is we have to endure no matter what. I learned that now. But that takes a toll on my heart. I have to just die a little bit just to feel a little better at the end of the day. What the hell? Before I can feel better at the end of the day. What the hell? And the sad thing is a lot of people don't see this. A lot of people blame God for the darkness. Cat scared the shit out of me. Why is there a cat running? See? Distracting me. Distractions. And then they don't know what else to do. A lot of people don't take religion serious because religion is full of lies. Those false religions out there, they misinterpret, they lie, they switch up the truth, they confuse people, they play with people. And it's just all a string of madness while we're already going through our own hell. It's messed up, man. At the end of the day, I realized that you just gotta have faith. You have to try to put Jehovah in your life for him to try to fit in your life. And when that happens, then things will get better. You can't ignore him like he's an object. He's a being. You talk to Jehovah like you talk to a human being. You don't ignore him. When I pray to Jehovah, I don't even pray with my eyes closed. I talk to him like he's in front of me. I had to learn to do that. I was like, you know what? Let me talk to you like you're right here. Because you are right here. You're everywhere. You're everywhere. We just can't see you. But I'm talking to him like he's, you know what I'm saying? I can't treat him like some toy. You got to be real. So, you know, it's hard, man. Life is filled with distractions and darkness and consumption And there's levels to this. This world is very destructive, disgusting, imperfect. And when people can just realize that this world is not ran by God, is not ran by Jesus Christ, is not ran by Jehovah, you will understand, man. I can't understand how people could be so spoiled. How are you so spoiled? What are you spoiled about? So when you go through a little bit of troubles, you act like there's Armageddon going on. My nigga, bro, there's worse. There's people who don't have anything, and they still got a smile on their face. Life is we're just meant to endure, man. We just gotta get through. That one felt beautiful. Thank you, man. Thank you. I love nature so much. The grass is growing, the plants is growing. I just miss nature. I need to be outside. That's another thing. I just put the phone down, go outside. I can't take people. I can't take things. That's why I study the Bible. That's why I read the Word. That's why I look into Jehovah. Because I hear a goal, I hear a peace, I hear a purpose that's ready to be given to us. I hear success, I hear beauty. Nature is a beautiful thing. Life could be a beautiful thing. This system is terrifying. I got a stuffy nose. Allergies been kicking me a couple days. I will never have that in the new perfect world. Everyone who passed away will be awake again. They'll wake right back up. All this badness that's going on will be forgotten about. It won't exist. The earth will be back to perfection. Nature will be beautiful again. I hear perfection. I hear peace. I hear things that you never even thought of. It sounds fantasy. That's the point. Fantastic. Nose is stuffy. This won't be here no more. Sometimes I feel weak and tired. I'll never feel that way. I'll have energy for days. I can run around the whole earth, do a lap twice, and still have energy. That's why I study the Bible.